Hey fellow hikers, I wanted to log in real quick and show you a couple great stretches that you can be doing before getting ready for our big day. I have all of my stuff piled, ready to go almost. I'm in my bedroom. I'm gonna do a quick stretch with you, and I'm not gonna hold them as long as I would. I just wanna show you some good stretches. Also, if you have a foam roller, it's a great thing to bring with you. It feels really good to roll out your muscles when they're sore. I think even though we're all very well prepared, we're going to be sore after 23 miles. So for me, my main issues are my hips. So my hip flexors and like my glutes and stuff. So I've got my trusty dog demonstrator here as well. When you are stretching, make sure you warm up a little bit before you start stretching. That'll be good for your muscles so that you're not trying to overstretch before they're ready to go. So one of my favorite hip flexor stretches is just a nice lunge where I'm pushing my hips forward. So I'm pushing, tightening this butt cheek and pushing forward, and I'm feeling it through the front of my hips here. And if you want to do a little bit more with this stretch, you can hold it here for a minute. And then I'm going to switch legs so that I'm facing toward you. So then you can put your hand down on the ground and give yourself a nice little twist here. Okay, so now I'm working my thoracic spine and my front hip flexor. So that's a really nice one for the hip flexor. Another great hip opener is a child's pose, but you take a wider stance with your legs. So you kind of get as wide as you can here with your legs, and you can push back like this. Now again, don't overdo it. You don't want to push so hard that you end up sore because you overstretched. But this is a nice one to open up your kind of groin area and your hip flexors. So you can see my legs are pretty far apart. If I bring them a little bit closer together and bring my toes together, I can get into a nice child's pose here too. And that gets your glutes and your back and all that kind of stuff. Debbie, this one's for you, pigeon. So pigeon is, you are in a plank position. You're gonna bring your knee kind of up between your legs, and my leg is parallel. I can't actually get mine parallel, so you'll see mine's a bit on an angle. But what I'm doing is I'm stretching out the glute on the opposite side. So I can get down here and really stretch that out. Some people will want to stay up here. And then you can also lift up a little bit. And sorry, I want to show you this hip flexor can get a little bit of a stretch too if I kind of inch my foot back. Sorry. So that's a nice one. I want to be even and do the other side. Now you can also do the pigeon stretch on your back. So you're just going to cross one leg over the other, reach through and grab, and push your knee out. So I want to try to show you what I'm doing here. Okay? And you can hold that, both sides. Another great one that gets the inside of your thighs is I'm going to put my foot out flat, work this knee away, and then I'm just gonna go back and forth. Again, nice and gentle, back and forth, flat foot on the ground. If you don't have that ankle mobility, it's okay to be a little sideways, but you wanna be trying to reach it toward the ground. And you can do that on both sides. Ah, it feels so good. And then if you're like me, you've got lower back issues. So I'm gonna actually face away from you so I can show you. I'm going to lift up one knee, nice and flat on the ground, and I'm just going to let it drop to the side. My hands are out to the side. And you can hold that position. So again, the knee comes up, the other leg is flat, out, and you just drop it to the side and hold that. Okay, there's just a couple things to keep you nice and flexy for our hike. Cheers.